like this, just grab his hand and pull. Or better yet, go like this. Like if I, boom, boom. Okay, go like this. Open your hands like this. Like this. Like this. Okay, try. Go like this. What a lot of fighters do. No problem. Like this. Turn them out. Resist. It's got nothing there. So you know how to handle your try. Like that. Okay. Now you see how he's like halfway closed? This way gives me this position. This way and this way. See? Because I'm using that open. This way, can't do nothing. This way, no problem. Okay. Hard. Open them up. There's no resistance. Just want to show you a simple philosophy. You want to try? Hold your hands up. Okay. See how he's holding his hands like this? See what I just did with his hand? Okay. Boom. Right here. Because I know where his position is, and he's not in front of his foot yet, but if I pull him off balance, then I take him down. See? And it's as simple as that. Watch, give me your hand. If I get a hold of this and I pull it right here, I just have to bring it straight to the ground. Because it's past the foot. You see? Here. I grab your hand, move it past your foot, and then just bring it straight down to the ground. While it's back here, put it right there. Can't do nothing. As long as I bring it here, no problem. Feel it. So as long as if I can do this and bring it past your foot, this goes straight to the ground. If it's back where it's supposed to be, can't do nothing with it.
Is that both because it's over the foot and it's over the foot?
Yes. This will give you your strength in front of the foot or behind the heel. That gives you your foundation. If you're outside of that foundation, it can be taken from you. Okay? Then you got your open and closed energy patterns, whether you see people up here, either going to be fighting you like this, kickboxer like this, you know, other fighters like this. If you see their hands like this, knock them down. They can't resist. They're going to go down. If you see a guy like this, or you see a guy, you know, get down like this, and their hands are facing them in any way whatsoever, be careful. They're going to be a strong fighter. So by applying this knowledge, all these little basic things, you're able to look at your opponent. You'll say, okay, well, he doesn't have a lot of experience, or he knows what he's doing, or he's going to hit hard, or I don't have to worry too much about his punches, or, oh, he's going to be easily taken down, look at the way he's standing. But you're not really worried about technique or style, because that really goes out the door when you understand these principles. You just got to understand how he's standing and how he's positioned, and that's what you're fighting. Okay? But to answer your question, they should learn these basic principles, and as I said, they're advanced. Okay? But they shouldn't be. They're only advanced because eventually fighters or people that are using technique will eventually get to that position, not knowing that these are the applied principles of fitness. Does that make sense? So after a long period of time, your body will naturally do what I'm explaining to you. So I'm teaching you what you will eventually learn. So yeah, it is advanced stuff, and advanced knowledge, because you learn that on your own after many years of training. So, but if you're taught that to begin with, you won't have to go back and retrain. Just like you said, how long have you been training?
Almost 30 years.
Okay. How long have you been training?
Close to 20.
How long have you been training? Okay. 30 years of training, you just said it yourself, God, I wish I would have known this stuff 10 years ago. He said, God, this stuff makes it so easy. I've never met you before, and just some of the things I've shared with you, can you see them working or not working in what you're doing?
Oh, I can see them working.
Okay. See, so with 20 and 30 years experience, people still, wow, man, that's some advanced stuff. I never learned this crazy stuff before in my life. Wow. But if you learned it to begin with, then all the stuff that you teach after that is going to be making sense. All your students will be winning their trophies. They'll be winning their tournaments. They'll be winning everything because it'll be easy for them because they understand the principle behind what we've been studying our whole lives, that we've been failed to be taught. Only say, don't worry about it, just do what I do. Copy what I'm doing. We're not monkeys. If you've seen up on the internet, you could
Teach the monkey how to
you
do
can
that.
teach chimpanzees in an hour how to do moves and jump kicks and spin kicks. I mean, they're just moves. They're copycats. They're not. A martial artist is exactly that, an artist. A martial art is the art. Okay? You learn all the techniques and all that stuff for the art. But to become a martial artist, you need to take that art and create. That's what makes you an artist, not just somebody that knows a martial art. You become a martial artist because you're able to create with what you know. Okay? That's what we want to see as true teachers and martial arts when we go to tournaments, when we come into class and we see our students doing crazy stuff that we never taught them, but they're doing some real cool stuff. It excites us. Wow, good job, man. Oh, that's great. Where'd you learn that? Oh my God, that was perfect. Do that again. It's because it's new, it's innovating, it's exciting. That's a martial artist. That's someone that's taking that knowledge and creating with it, making it their own. That's a true martial artist, not just knowing a martial art. Somebody that knows a martial art won't understand these principles. Someone that's a martial artist can appreciate these principles. That make sense? Okay. Did I answer your question?
Pretty much.
Okay. Any more? I know they're long answers to short questions.
You mentioned something about the
Yes.
and were you talking about an opponent? You don't want them to be able to think. And
Yeah, you want to overwhelm your opponent with so much barrage that they can't get to the end of that OODA loop.
Okay.
They can't get to the decision to act.
I thought that's what you were saying.
You'll notice a lot happen even with trained, experienced fighters. Say for example, if you watch the UFC, how many times have you guys all watched the UFC?
Yep.
Okay. How many times? Yeah, you don't watch it. Okay, you should start watching it.
I watch TV at a whole bunch of times.
So you guys would agree. When a guy's good, a guy's good. And if you really watch your next fights and you remember with the stuff that I'm showing you today, you'll be able to say, okay, well, he's got the triangle, he's got the position. You'll be able to see these things way before they're about to happen. And when they lose it, you'll be able to say, well, it's not working because he's not applying that triangle. He's outside of his meridians. He's outside. That's why, come on, man, get back in. Man! You'll start getting upset at these guys because they're not applying what they should know. But you'll see also a guy when they're starting to get beat on, when they're starting to get hit and kicked, what do? They curl up. Or they get up against the ring, or the side, and they just go like this, right? And cover up, because they're going through that OODA loop. Okay? Their brain's confused. They haven't been able to decide what they're going to do to act upon it. They're trying to observe and orientate themselves. Forget about deciding and acting. They're just trying to observe where the hell you're at, orientate themselves to what position they're in, let alone what your opponent's doing. So he's kept in, and the brain shuts off and freezes. And that's what happens out on the street. Some guy comes up to you and just goes, blam, blam! This is what you do. Your brain automatically does that. It gets put into that OODA. What you have to do is get through that process as fast as you can so you can act. But your job is to remove the OODA completely from the equation and never allow that guy to decide and act. Got it? Any more? We're done. Guys, line up. Lewis, thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, you got it. You got it. Yes. So, nice meeting you. Okay, nice meeting you. Pleasure. Thanks for letting you use your school here. And it's just, our classes are basically like this.